Todd Ryan on location here at Rage Quit Games in Sierra Vista on the West End. It's 498 West Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. It's the second annual huge raffle for Peache's Pantry, and it's held every year at about this time, thanks to this man to my left, Josh Rambo, the owner of Rage Quit Games. And you have a special guest because, again, we're back this year with Sarah Pacheco and Peache's Pantry, because you did it last year. Now you're doing it again this year, a benefit for this great local organization, Josh.
Absolutely. And you know, we started out and we tried to do a whole bunch of little things throughout the year, and we decided, you know, we're going to do a couple of big ones. And Peaches was one we did our second Christmas, because we opened right before Christmas 2 years ago. And we had such a great response from the community, and they do such great stuff with the school lunches, and I mean, they're doing a Thanksgiving drive as well. And I'm going to let her talk about what all they do, because she can do it a lot better than me, but they do so much for this community. So it was really important for us to make sure that we continue on that one.
All right. And speaking of the food drive, talk a little bit about, Sarah, about the food drive. You're inviting the community to help out there. And again, with the government furlough, you're noticing a more demand and need really all across the area.
Yes, I know we're not alone in food banks feeling the swell of increase of calls and messages to our Facebook page and messages to our website asking for help. And sometimes it's folks who've not been in need before or found themselves in a difficult situation they didn't expect. And they are looking for help, and so maybe don't know what all the resources are available in the community. And our first question is always, do you have kids in school? Let's get you talking to your school nurse and get you signed up for our program in that direction. And then we're also fortunate to be part of a Cochise County Food Network that we try to meet needs throughout the county with, you know, helping with find them those resources with our partners like St. Vincent de Paul and the TFAP program through Salvation Army, and then of course Hot Meals and everything.
All right. And you guys are on Facebook. People can contact you there, Peache's Pantry. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
If they message our Facebook page, we have someone now. The influx of calls and messages was so much that we ended up having to designate a volunteer to take on all of that communication, because it was just something I couldn't keep up with.
Yeah.
And we also have the Cochise County Food Network and Peache's Pantry share the same number, so we can do referrals in that way to help people get connected to resources.
Well, Josh, you were telling me, nearly $3,000 in prizes this year for your raffle here at Rage Quit Games, and we're inviting folks to come on down and purchase raffles for the various, prizes. And you also have ornaments, 3D Christmas ornaments for sale. And again, all money raised will go to this great organization, thanks to Sarah Pacheco. Peache's Pantry.
Absolutely. Yeah. We, and we're going to get into what the prizes look like and everything here in a second and break that all down. But every dollar that is in, we don't take any of the credit card fees, between myself printing the ornaments, as well as, Angel with Simba's Print Shop and, Jenna at Crow's Den. They've donated their time and their material as well. So they are just 100% donated, 3D printed, locally produced ornaments.
What do they look like?
They're on the Christmas tree right behind you.
The Christmas tree right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
let's take a look. Go ahead.
As well walk over there and take a look. Yeah. So we got all kinds of stuff. Some of the new ones that I did for this year, I was really on a gingerbread kick. So we got a lot of different gingerbread guys. We got some of the Winnie the Pooh ones. There's, Snoopy, a whole set of the Nightmare Before Christmas. And my wife's a big fan of those old claymation shows. And so as you look through the tree, you'll see a snow miser and a heat miser from the Year Without Santa Claus. She's still adamant that one of these days for Halloween, she's going to get me to dress up and do the couple's costume for that. So one day I might be able to give in on that, but for now, she'll have to make do with that.
Could see a heat miser.
Well, and you've met my wife. Yeah, you know, she's red, and, you know, she would love to be a heat miser. So
So somebody can come in to Rage Quit Games anytime and purchase one of these ornaments, and then again, all money goes to
absolutely.
Peache's Pantry.
And all of them, as well as all of the raffle tickets, they are $5 a piece.
$5 a piece.
You know, just keep it simple, right?
All right. So you can come in and do both if you want. Sign up for a raffle, get an ornament for your tree.
And you can buy as many tickets as you want for any number of the drawings, because we have 3 separate drawings going on. Normally we only run 2. But with some of the prizes that we had, it lends itself to just making a separate drawing.
Yeah.
So as per usual, you know, you can win any number of the main item, the flashiest item from any one of the drawings. But there is a second chance draw that if you hadn't won anything as of the time I'm drawing for that one, you can win the second chance drawing. So to start with, like the big one that I know everybody's eyeballing right now is we have a Nintendo Switch 2. This is complete new in box. It's factory sealed. It is the Mario Kart bundle, so there is a digital copy of Mario Kart that is in there, so you get a game with it as well. And we're throwing in a bunch of accessories. You got a 2-pack of the racing wheels and the controller grips, so that you can use your Joy-Cons with those. We've got a screen protector to put on there, as well as a carry bag. And then the second chance drawing on that one is a complete in box. It is used, but it is very, very good condition. And like everything that we do here, it is refurbished. Switch light, as well as a carry bag for that. So that is one drawing. You know, you did 2 prizes, but that is the first drawing. The second drawing, we have this amazing Pikachu new Nintendo 3DS XL. It is used, but I will tell you, it looks like it's been used about 3 times in its entire life. It's one of the more desirable limited editions. You know, we've had it in the store for a little while. People have been loving it. So I figured let's give you guys a chance to get in on it, because it is about a $700 handheld, you know. So I figure what better way than give people a $5 chance at a $700 handheld. And so the second chance drawing, we were able to piece together a set of Game Boy games, the original Game Boy games of all of the Ninja Turtle games. And they are in this great frame. You know, there's foam in there. They can come out. They've been refurbished. They're fully playable. You can pop it open and play with them. But we do have that as the second chance drawing. And I did forget to mention the Switch Lite is donated by Angel at Simba's print shop as well. So he made sure to sponsor that so that we could have that awesome thing.
All right.
The last drawing is more collectibles, and we're going to start with the Goku. Now, this Goku's really rare on this side of the world. It's a Chinese exclusive that came bundled with a cell phone in China. The company would have been Me Too. It is banned Presto. And this guy, there's about 3 of them listed on eBay right now, and only 1 in the last year is sold. To say it is stupid rare and that getting it for a few bucks on your raffle ticket, that is a total win for anybody who even remotely likes Dragon Ball Z. So we threw that in there as well, just because Dragon Ball Z is one of those things, and we're hoping it drives a lot of traffic for the raffle prizes, so we can support the organization. Now, the last thing and the largest thing is this brand new factory sealed. It's McFarlane Toys. It's a Batman cowl. It is 1-to-1. It's not wearable. It goes on a plinth. But this was donated by the guys down at the Toy Fort for this event as well. So it is the blue Adam West 1960s Batman, and it's just an awesome piece. So we got some awesome things. We got some awesome guys helping us make sure that we can get as much of this out there and to help these organizations as possible, and we're more than happy to do so.
All right. So nearly $3,000 in prizes. And when is the drawing? How long do people have? Tell folks when you guys are open, when they can come in.
So tickets are on sale now. They've been on sale since Tuesday when we opened, and they will be on sale through Friday, December 19th at 7 p.m. when we close. We will then turn around and as soon as we're closed and the last customer is out, we're going to lock the door and do a Facebook Live, and we will go ahead and do the drawing right then and there. So approximately 7:10, 7:15 p.m. on December 19th. Tickets are available. You can message us if you're remote. I'm more than happy to ship. If you see this and you've moved away or whatever, you're just going to be the one that's going to be responsible for the shipping costs. But you can reach out to us directly if you're not local, and we can work out the logistics of buying the tickets that way, or you can come in to shop during business hours. We're open Tuesday through Friday from noon to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 11 to 7.
All right, sounds good. And you're on Facebook as well as Rage Quit Games.
Yes,
and
sir.
Folks can contact you there as well. All right, big year for you, Josh. You're officially coming up on your second year anniversary. Is that true?
That is correct. Yes, we opened. We had our soft open November 9th, and our ribbon cutting was November 17th of 2023. And this was basically a lark and a hope and a dream. Like we rushed into doing this. We knew we were going to do it a little bit later, but then we were like, hey, we got to do this so we get into the holidays. And my partner Adam, he had the capital, and I put my video game collection in. And ever since, you guys have been keeping us beyond full, which is amazing. But to be able, we threw this together in like a month and a half, and you guys are keeping me on my toes, and I love it. And I love getting these things back out there. I love getting them cleaned up and worked on and keeping this stuff. And there's nothing better than seeing somebody that sees something for the first time in like 10 years. There's a flash that goes across their face, and for about 2 seconds, they're 12 years old at Christmas again.
Yeah, right. And define Rage Quit Games for somebody who's watching for the first time.
So, Rage Quit Games, we do all things gaming and all things geek. And then, the bottom line is, if I won't buy it, I won't sell it. Condition-wise and everything, used electronics is still used electronics. I've been that guy who's bought something, Bookman's or wherever else, right? You buy something secondhand from an establishment, not yard sale mode. You get home, it doesn't work. And they're like, well, sorry about your luck. Everything is refurbished. I'm an electronics repair guy by trade. So, we get it fixed. I get it cleaned. I've got a jewelry cleaner that's big enough to put console shells in. Everything gets a bath. And everything has a 14-day functional warranty to it because, used electronics are still used electronics. So if you still have a problem, even after it gets through, I'll take care of you, because I want you to have that fun.
And you've got a lot of tournaments here, game tournaments as well. Here, people can come in. Maybe parents have kids. They can, come down here, bring the kids. You can play the games here too.
Absolutely. Everything that we've got hooked up and on is always free to hang out and play. Every couple of Fridays, and actually tomorrow is one of them, we have a organized play group, so to speak. We call it Friday Night Fights, and it's fight game, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. They're fighting games, and it's a group of guys that's trying to build up the fight game community. And so they come in and they play various ones. This week is going to be a game called Guilty Gear Strive. And every other time we're trying to do Smash Brothers. So in 2 weeks, that'll be Super Smash Brothers on the Switch. And then every Saturday we run Mario Kart tournaments. And that's the only time you remotely pay to play. It's $5, but 110% of that goes back out as prize support. So really, you're just taking a risk and taking that chance that you're better than everybody else.
And what time does that start usually?
Registration for Mario Kart starts about 4 o'clock once we know we have enough people to run the tournament. And play starts about 4:30. The Guilty Gear and Friday Night Fights stuff, that is from 6 to 8. We actually stay open an hour later on those evenings because, trying to get out and do something before 7 on a work night is just kind of silly. So we understand that. So we do stay open later so you guys can come out and have a good time.
All right. And if you're watching this video right now, we are recording this, or I should say going live here on this Thursday, November 6th. And, of course, tomorrow, you're talking about tomorrow is Friday,
is the
November
7th.
7th. Yep. So, all right, guys, sounds great. Again, Sarah and Josh, come on down. Please support this great organization, Peache's Pantry, and you could win one of these great prizes, nearly $3,000 this year in prizes, thanks to Josh Rambo at Rage Quit Games.